Armando Baker here.
It's Luke May.
This is Tyler Hansbrough.
University of North Carolina.
Here's North Carolina.
I just want to shout out my boy JBear_YT.
JBear_YT.
It's Carolina family, baby.
Go Heels.
Go Heels.
Well, here it is. What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're reviewing this game between the number 10 North Carolina Tar Heels and the Virginia Tech Hokies. This game was on a Friday night in Lane Stadium, and as you can see on the screen, 17-10 was the final score. Carolina absolutely lays an egg and just plays absolutely horrible to make it their first loss of the season. This is really bad. Guys, trust me, this is really bad. Sam Howell, he wasn't great, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't. I don't think this game was his fault. There were some questionable decisions. He should have checked down and say throw contested balls against the secondary that was just beating the receivers. That's all it was. So it was a really rough game. Really rough. 10 points. When is the last time Carolina has scored 10 or fewer points? I need to look into that, but that is absolutely pitiful. This team looked absolutely atrocious in the first half. They looked really bad in the second half and still only lost by 7, so I guess you could say that's a good thing. The defense did do some things well, I have to say. Jay Bateman, he stepped up from what his defenses have been in the past, but Coach Phil Longo, his job at the end of the season might be gone, considering if this type production continues and he just refuses to give Josh Downs the ball. Like, if we give Josh Downs the ball on half the plays in this game, like, if he gets just double the receptions, make it 16, and then Carolina wins this game by upwards of 20 points, debatably. I mean, it's ridiculous. Josh Downs was, like, almost unarguably the best player on the field when North Carolina had the ball, and we just couldn't get him the ball. We just honestly kind of refused to at points. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. The play calling that Phil Longo was doing was just not to give Josh Downs the ball many times. This screen play, we should have done that 10 times at least. We should have doubled the amount of times, triple the amount of times we run that play. Because Josh Downs is just better than anyone on the field, bro. If we keep running that, look at this. Look at this over here in the corner. We run this more, I mean, we probably win the game. But it's nothing you can do about it now. Carolina loses their opening game of the season. Sam Howell's stats look absolutely atrocious. It wasn't as bad as it seemed. These three interceptions, but the 2 interceptions at the end should not have even happened. That Justin Olsen play is debatable. It's possible that was an interception, but, you know, who really knows? And that last interception, he just had to get the ball away, and it just happened to go straight to the receiver after the O-line just absolutely shattered on that play. And speaking of the O-line, I have never been more disappointed in an offensive line in my entire life. I thought this could be a top 3 offensive line in the ACC this year. Boy, was I incorrect. Now, I'm not the only one thinking that. Everyone coming in thought this could be a fantastic O-line. No, that was atrocious. That was an atrocity. I don't know what happened. There's great talents on that offensive line, but they did not play like it whatsoever. It was egregious. It was so bad. Anyways, getting into the run game, not much there all night. Only a total of 146 rushing yards. Ty Chandler, he had a rough start, but he got his groove going in the second half, so that does give me a little bit of a hope for the rest of the season. DJ Jones actually looked really good. I was actually impressed with DJ Jones in this game. He went for 43 yards, and Caleb Hood only got 1 carry, but he had 2 yards on that play. And as I was talking about earlier, receiving wasn't great. Players just weren't getting open. A couple just really important balls getting dropped. I don't want to call out any of these kids, but you know, there were some balls dropped down the stretch that were really helped us get this win here. As for defense goes, Jaquarius Conley had himself a heck of a game. He had multiple tackles. I think he had a fumble recovery and an interception. What a game from Jaquarius Conley. Absolutely fantastic. Excuse me. Absolutely fantastic. But for the rest of the defense, not too much. Jeremiah Gemmel, he was pretty good. He couldn't exactly tell all those other young guys on the defense what to do. But, you know, overall, the defense really wasn't bad. The first drive of the game for Virginia Tech, where they got that basically free touchdown, that was bad there, but they were just confused. Once they figured out and got their groove on defense, they actually looked really good. So I am excited for this defense. Jay Bateman really had to step up today, but the offense was absolutely atrocious. Offensive line play, really bad. I guess Grayson Atkins, he was 1 for 1 with a field goal. Ben Kiernan, honestly, I was thinking in the first half, I was going to have him as the player of the game for this team. I was legit going to have that. If it wasn't for Josh Downs and Jaquarius Conley being really good, I was legit going to give player of the game to Ben Kiernan, the punter. Like, no joke. But anyways, I might still. Anyways, for Virginia Tech, Braxton Burmeister, super athlete. Not much of a passer from what I saw tonight. He missed some wide open guys, to be honest with you. Like, not like throwing the ball, missed it, but like seeing it. There were some multiple times where guys were literally wide open, and he just didn't see it, so he couldn't throw to them. Rushing 127 yards for Virginia Tech, and that's really not bad. We usually get ran all over by the Hokies, but only 127 yards, I'm actually not mad at that whatsoever. And only 169 yards receiving, that's not bad either. So really, man, it just comes down to this North Carolina offense, and mainly the offensive line. I think if the offensive line is 2% better, Carolina wins this game. I mean, it was really bad. Carolina does need to get some consistent rushing play, but I think Ty Chandler and DJ Jones can and will get better, especially with which should be a good game, a good win for us next week against Georgia State. But, you know, that's really all I see at this point from this game. So I guess we'll go over here to team stats, and we'll get to talk about this. Third down efficiency, goodness, 2 for 10. I haven't even looked at that yet. That's bad. That's really bad. Fourth down efficiency actually was decent, and including like a 4th and 15 at the end of the game. That we did capitalize on, but didn't lead to points, unfortunately. But goodness, bro. Penalties, not terrible, only 44 yards, but there were some really important penalties down the stretch that were called. A couple ineligible man downfield penalties that should not have happened at all. But boy, oh boy. Same out for Heisman. Potential college football playoff team. This is what we were talking about just days ago. Just hours ago, honestly, before the game started. But I was worried about something like this possibly being able to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought Carolina definitely should have been the favorite, but it really it was just bad. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below about this game. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.